Hey, ladies. Look, okay, I'm trying not to laugh. It's not funny. This is not funny. It's really sad. It's really sad and it's embarrassing. But I thought about this. I was, oh my god, I gotta do a story story time on this. So this weekend, someone called me asking for, hey, have you heard from so and so and information, and it's all business oriented. I said, no, I haven't heard from that person in quite a while. And I said, but do have some contacts, and we discussed a few different things. I'm gonna be kind of busy today, but I want to get this out before I go for my walk, and I am very, very late for my walk. Um, so anyway, sorry, moving this stuff out of the way. Okay, so it made me think. Keep in mind when it comes to you, 50-50. This right here, this is just so we know, in case someone's asking, this is story time. This is a reality information that I know. So this isn't a video. This is not going to be one, oh, where's the video? And, oh, where's the article? Where's the show? No, no, no. This is real life. So I know this person. Again, I'm a friendly person, and that I think that's my aura. Now I know the guy, and I think he was just having a moment. So listen, honey, get your tea, get your mojito, uh, get your Hennessy white if you got that, whatever you need. Get your water, your lemonade. Listen, this Dusty just got slayed. This is your educated lane. That's right. He's a man with a degree, baby, and his family's they're wealthy. Oh yeah, let's talk about it. Little background. Uh, educated. Oh, hold on. He's educated from a top school. Oh, kid you not. Yes, he's educated from a top school, well known. Father's wealthy, a black couple. This one here, he is married to a black woman, and they have children. Okay. Um, and you know how wealth and money kids act out of control. So basically, oh, he's a joke. So, um, after wilding out, married, cause, and then you got money. He starts acting out, one of the strip clubs and all that. So, long story short, after having some problems with his wife, um, they decide to do a separation. Again, the family has money. So he goes and he purchased. Now he did purchase the help. His family, his wife and the kids, they're in a very nice home. So doing the separation, I think he stayed like in a hotel for a little bit, and then it got to the point. It's like, hey, you know what? I think he kind of like living on his own because he was still doing this, work this out time, still messing around. So what he goes and what he does with the help of his father, he went and bought a second home. Now, I want to give you an idea. This is not something that happened last week. This is about maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Okay, so again, what triggered this was someone called me this weekend talking about business, and I was like, asking me, and then that came up, yada yada yada. So this is like 5 or 6 years ago. So he gets this home. I can tell you he paid just the monthly note on this property was just under 5K. Okay. And this is again about 5 or 6 years ago. So now that house might be, man, where it's like, 490 or wherever he paid, it might be now probably $800,000, if not more, because you know how real estate is like gone crazy right now. So I'm telling you that for a reason. I'm trying to paint. I want you to get the full picture before I drop this bomb on you. Keep in mind when it's you, again, educated black women, I don't know what's wrong with picking up these dust buckets. Any black woman, they're not worth your time. They want a 50-50 at best. So anyway, he now has his house. And as a matter of fact, he bought the house fully furnished. So I don't know if it was like one of those homes, you know how they'll have a house that they showcase to show people. And then I've heard sometimes they do sell them and you might can buy the furniture, yada, yada, yada. So anyway, all he had to do was get his clothes and boop, move in. Okay, that's what he did. A $5,000 a month house note, again, 5 or 6 years ago. Upstairs, downstairs, very nice, very elegant. It was really nice. So, during his crazy period, his father's like, "Hey, gotta keep an eye on you." I think he did something, kind of lost his job, so his father kind of stepped in, put him to work. Now, business people is not unusual. They can afford it. They're wise to have different streams of income. Heck, little old me, I got different streams of income. You hear me? So anyway, his father was trying to get some kind of development going on. So that required him to go ahead to go out of state. So his dad was like, "Hey, you know what? You have got to be more responsible. I'm going to go ahead and put you to work. Okay? I'm going to put you to work. You're going to work, for me." So he has to leave out of state to go and check out this new area and try to get some stuff going on. Okay? That's what he has to do. And this is not a 9-to-5 job. No, it's not even that. Okay, so he just bought this house. Now he has to leave the house, and he's got to go and see about this business here that his father has put him into. And again, we're talking about several states away, so it ain't like it's next door. No. We're talking about, man, you're probably traveling between 7 or more states. Okay, so wide distance here. So, again, I guess, me being Miss Friendly, he showed me some pictures. And I think what happened, I saw him one day, and I was like, "Hey, you okay?" I'm friendly everybody. And I'm like, "You doing okay?" He's like, "Yeah." And so me, I like to joke a lot. I like to be facetious. I like to joke a lot sometimes because you're always so serious in business. Heck, I like to joke a lot. So I joke a lot and that kind of thing. And I'm kind of a person. I'm a foodie. So when it comes to meetings, that's just me. Oh, get me near a bakery. I'm the one. I like to bring food and stuff like that. So I love to do stuff like that and just kind of make things, even though it's business. I like to also have, I've been pretty good at entertaining. Even when my husband had people coming in, pretty good at entertaining. Okay, and I'm pretty good at warming up to people. I'm a people person. So anyway, he then gives me some information. He's kind of upset. Now, the first time around, he showed me something, and I was like, "Well, who is this?" Ladies, I kid you not, and I don't mean no offense. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. There were 2 girls he had moved into his house, Becky, not just Becky, backwoods Becky. And he said, "Oh yeah." He let me know that they were strippers. So keep in mind, he's got them 2 strippers in the house that he's paying a little under $5K a month. Okay, and I saw the pictures. Child, I don't know where these ladies they're working. It looked like a place. If you get $10 a night, they've done good. I'm not trying to be down anybody. I'm just going to give you an accurate description. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you because I know what I saw. One of them, child, she needed a lace front. First of all, these girls look like they have been abused. All I can say for his wife, take him back, honey. You might want to go get you a full exam because I kid you not. This here was a clean cut, professional, educated black man. Oh yeah, not bad looking at all. The strippers, these 2 girls, these 2 white girls. Oh my god, it's a minute white man wouldn't touch that. This is like Boo and Cooter under the floorboards. Billy's sister trying to strip. One of them, I don't know if she was sick. I said, look at her hair. She really could have used the lace front. Oh my, I'm seeing this girl's scalp. And then they were real skinny. I'm sorry to tell you, they look like some skinny skanks. They look like some skinny skanks. Honey, what's that place in Palm Beach? I don't know if is it Rachel's? I don't know if that's still open. You're not going to get no job at Rachel's. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it ain't going to happen, boo-boo. Listen, these girls look like some skanks. I mean, like infested skanks. I was just surprised. And anorexic. So I couldn't figure out an major drug problem. So I said, "Wow." I got to like the party hard. I'm like, "Are they?" And I kind of point to my nose. Like, I said, "They look like, He's like, "Yeah, they kind of fool around with that." He said, "Well, he's helping them. He is helping them." Again, stick around. It's going to get, I try not to, it's not funny. It is not funny. But I think about that. I thought about that yesterday and I had to laugh to myself. So, they really look skankalicious, child. Look like a disease. So he's with both of them. So he says to me, he's helping them and that they are staying in his house. He says to me, he's helping them back on their feet to stop stripping so they can go back to school. So I'm looking at them and I'm like, I'm sorry. These look like some mangy chicks. I'm just very serious to you. If they get $100 in a night, that's a miracle. I don't know what kind of town they're stripping in. It must be in the backwoods of a shed or a storage building. I can't. Listen, I don't want them around me. They might have some kind of lice or something. I think these are the kind of women that were still shortening out of a cake. So anyway, he says he's helping them go back to school. So I'm thinking, man, this is like under the floorboards. Billy, try the trailer park might reject him. It was that bad. I kid you not. And I was just like, wow, this black man is with this. I wish I could. I wish I could have a picture on the screen because you would probably think I'm lying, and I'm not. How these girls look. Hold the phone. So I'm like, so you're supporting why they go back to school? He says, yeah, they're staying there. I saw you're charging the rent. He says, no, they're staying there free. It's my house. He said, they're staying there free. Sorry, my allergies. And he said, he was even sending them money for like food and stuff. So they're staying free in a $5K $500,000 house. Okay. He's even sending them money for food. He pays the electricity, everything, gives them spending money. So hold on. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, so I asked where they're going to school. And he said, oh, listen, he said, don't forget, he's paying for them, getting back on track while they go to school. Then you know what he told me? Honest to God, I lie not. He told me they're both starting to get their GEDs, and they were in their early 20s. GED! Well, it don't take long to get that. Kid you not. So now it's at a point he's talking. So I am quite the loquacious one, you can obviously tell, since I have this channel. At this point, I'm not saying anything. I'm just listening, taking this all in. Me with my big mouth, I'm not saying anything. I'm just listening because I'm like, I'm shocked. They're in their early 20s, going to school to get not a college degree, GED, don't even have a high school diploma. But he got them in his house, staying free, paying under close to $5,000 a month in his home, y'all. And I saw him. So, it gets better, honey. When I say he should hang his head in shame, it gets better. So, he told me what they didn't know. He already had cameras hidden in the house. Upstairs, downstairs, even had cameras in the bedroom. I kid you not. So then he gets up. So we start talking different things and okay, what have you. I mean, that's just me. I've met people and they're like, oh, hey, I'm a people person. So get to talking and talking. Okay. And he knew I was in an interracial relationship, marriage. And he's like, yeah. One day he's upset. Why is he upset? Keep in mind they live there while he helped them get up on their feet. He's paying for everything. He got the cameras in the house. He knows they done brought in Dusty Dan. Hold on. Not just brought Dusty Dan in. Dusty Dan in is there with some duffel bags. Do you hear me? They done moved in a white man. Oh, yes. They didn't know we had cameras in the house. Let me try to wrap this up. Didn't know we had the cameras in the house. So what he was doing was he would like call them throughout the week. Call them, see what's going on, chit-chat, yada, yada. So this time, he can see Dusty Dan. Again, he had cameras even in the bedrooms. All over the house, upstairs and downstairs. Then I brought Dusty Dan in, duffel bag. He's like, look. So he started calling them. Then he asked them, hey, is anybody else been over to the house? I want a lot of people over there. Anybody else been over there? Oh, Becky, they were lying. They were lying. Saying nobody else was in the house. They didn't know he had cameras in there. So he's like, are you sure? And he told me, he said, yeah. He said, they're lying. He talked a lot. I understand when I know his business. And a few times went out with a few people, have drinks and stuff. He's like, yeah, they're lying. He said, I already saw it. He said, they done moved the guy up in there. And it was a white guy, Dusty Dan. He had a duffel bag. So they kept on lying, so nobody was in there. He then busted them out and told them that he knew about the guy that had moved in, that the guy had to go, and they were just trying to lie. And Becky and let him know, and he let them know, stop lying, because guess what? I have cameras in the house. Yes, ma'am. He told him the guy had to go. He knew he had been staying there, and they both been getting with him. And he said, I have cameras in the house, so he got to go. He got to go. I'm gonna check back in a few days. He better be gone. Baby, a few days came and gone. And I said, oh, you got a nice sophisticated operation though. You know, they got the different screens. You're doing pretty good. He started calling Becky now to see if the guy was put out like he said. Then caught him in a lie. How about they stopped answering the phones? They stopped answering the phone. This is his house. You cannot do this. They stopped answering that phone. He then went to check the cameras. I don't know who did it. He told me, he said, they don't turn the cameras off. What? He said, they don't turn the cameras off. He's telling me, I'm not ear hustling. He's telling me to my face. He said, they turn the cameras off. And the development where we were, it was really nice. It was a lot of fun. It was way upstate, which is too cold for me, but it was a lot of fun. You know, I said, oh, we had some, it was business, but at the same time, it was fun, you know, going out, restaurants, things like that, you know, meeting people. He said, yeah. He said, then I take my calls and they turn the cameras off. Then he said, I want to kind of go. He said, I really want to go back home. He said, but I really can't. I said, I know. I'm like, you know, you think maybe you kind of skip out on a Sunday? I'm like, I know sometimes, like, you know, you pay golf on Sunday, but you would have to go maybe on a Saturday night and come back Sunday. I'm like, you know, because, hey, this is business. We got long hours. This is not a 9 to 5. He said, yeah, and I really can't. So I was telling him, well, maybe try to leave Saturday evening, because on Sunday, you and the guys probably, y'all pretty much play golf. Okay. So you might have to give up your golf game. He's like, nah, I can't, because I said, yeah, you need to kind of, you know, and I'm like, I think he was concerned should have something may happen, then he can't get back. And then boom, his dad is going to be, you know, in a bad, you know, going to be kind of pissed off if things go wrong. So he keeps calling and calling. They turn the cameras off. So he's calling, leaving messages, and he's telling them that, hey, you need to get these cameras, answer my phone call to get these cameras on, or else he's giving the threat that, you know, hey, he's going to have to come down and they're going to have to go. So Becky, they turn the cameras back on. The guy that was there, they don't see him anymore. Okay? Look up again, though. I think they started tricking in the house. He done caught them with a whole nother stranger is in the house. Didn't see any bags, but he saw pictures of the guy in the house. And he was like, he know the guy was staying there for one night. So first it hit my mind, you know, he said they were strippers. You know what they were. They might be bringing some guy back to do that. Okay. That could be what they are doing. Trust me. We had a neighbor in Palm Beach, had the penthouse, honey. And he was from New York. I couldn't believe it. He actually, the HOA put him out real quick because he actually had the penthouse. And guess what he was doing? He had an escort service. And what would happen, he had an escort service, had some girls staying up there, and he had like a valet service. They would go and meet the John, had that red Mercedes Benz, meet them in, and he would use one of the girls to get the Benzo, the red Mercedes Benz, to go and pick up the guys and then bring them up there. Yeah, I was a housewife, and I was like, what was going on? That's what he was doing, bringing them up there. And so rumors start to kind of circulate, different men coming up there with the ladies. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. I'm like, I said, not the retired account. I couldn't believe it. I knew something was kind of strange, but I was like, they have a lot of, have some visitors. Okay, so that's what he was doing, and I could see everything because the way the condo was configured. Like, let's say the front wall in your house, well, it was just all glass all the way across, so you could see everything, and that was also on the side, where the golf course is. So in the front, all you could see is just all glass, so you could see coming and going. And being me, get up and do my run every morning, yada yada yada, out and about in the afternoon. So that's what he was doing. Oh yeah, escort thing. So the HOA found out, and he had to leave. So that's what kind of hit my mind. I thought about that accountant. He was a retired accountant from New York, and he had an escort service going on. Yes, where we live, I kid you not. And honey, this was a very, very nice place. He was using those girls. They were going to pick up the escorts, and he had like maybe I think 3 bedrooms. He was going to pick up the escorts, honey, in that Benz, and then bring them to where the property was, do their business, and then the escorts or him or somebody else would take the guy back and drop him right back off. That's what he was doing, because you couldn't just walk up. It's all gated. You could not just walk up and just drive up. No, no, no. So that's what he did. He was doing a valet for the pimp game. So when he said that, the first thing hit my mind is, if the other guy's going to somebody else, then this is probably some guy that they're probably taking back there and trying to get some upscale money. So I thought about that, and he was like, yeah. He said, I'm just gonna have to go home. He said it's somebody else there. And I never did tell anybody else about this, because it was kind of I was shocked, and you want to kind of keep things cool. So anybody else that was there, I talked to everyone, but I never told anybody. I just kind of kept it to myself and just kind of listened. I was like, wow. So, and I thought about that when my friend asked me a question, and I thought about him, and I thought about it. The reason I'm telling you this here, people doing what they want to do. Keep in mind, they want to ask what you bring to the table. But here is a black man. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me tell you this part. Yes. So what happened was, that last guy that he saw, that was just the one guy sent to be there for the night. Because he said to me, he said, yeah. He said, I know they're sleeping with him. He said, yeah. He says, I know that. They do some tag team kind of action. So fast forward. I guess they realized there's nothing more that he could do. Guess what happened? The cameras end up turned right back off, and they stopped answering his calls. And I think they probably figured out, with his work, what's the chance he's going to go ahead and come down here. So when he told me that, I'm like, well, he's like, yeah. He said they turned the cameras back off. He said, so I don't know what's going on in my own house. So I told him, I said, well, what are you going to do? You sure as heck can't call your wife and tell her about this, and you sure can't call your dad, because if he find this out, because I already heard about your father. You sure can't. He said, yep. He said, I said, you can't call your father, because I actually knew someone who also knew his dad. Okay, and they were saying to me that pretty much his father just thought he was an embarrassment on the family name. They were tired that he caused a whole lot of trouble, a lot of expense. That's a different video. So I said, "What you gonna do?" He said, "All I can do is go ahead and try to get this going, do what I need to do work wise, and I'm just gonna have to wait. There's nothing I can do because I can't leave right now." So there he was sitting, and I said, I said, they must have figured out how he can't come down here, because he probably done told him everything. And I thought about it. He has put two skanky looking stripper ladies and two white women. Skankalicious. I mean, seriously, for his wife, girl, you taking your life in your hand. Woo! I pray for you on your health, honey. Ain't no way. There's just no way. You can't come back from that. And I thought about it. See what they do with the wealth? He has picked up two skanks, early 20s, skankalicious, y'all. They spell disease to me. Skankalicious, anorexic. One of them, I could see her. I said, what's her scalp or her sitting? They will pick up anything. Some are chasing white skin and put them up in that beautiful home. Don't forget, they're staying for free, okay? They are staying for free. They can get up on their feet, and he's sending them money for food and stuff. And sitting up here, you got a black man sitting up here with a black family, but behind closed doors, he is up here housing two white chicks. And don't forget, they done bought Brad in. He is sitting up here. They are paying nothing. He's trying to get them off that pole. He's sitting up here paying for two skankalicious looking women. Ooh, child. Again, I wouldn't put my purse down. I think them girls might try to roll it, and we're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have a serious problem. I don't want them sitting next to me. They may have lice. I question the hygiene. They just look really skankalicious and really nasty. Oh, you got it. Oh my gosh, I can't. This is grounds for divorce. But the issue is, he had no problems putting them up in that nice home, and they're staying there for free. And then I thought about it. So when the white guy was staying there, Dusty Dan, I said, look at this here. All of them are sitting up in a nice, luxurious home off a black man. Yes! That's the part when I thought about it. That's why I said some of that when he was telling me and talking to me about it. It was just so like, and plus when you can see the pictures, you don't. And then I look at black women, you are playing yourself, up percent up here working hard, degree or no degree, it doesn't matter. And you are picking up these dust buckets. Baby, you better wake up. I thought about that. And then they want to know what you bring to the table. And you sitting up here getting your college degree, can't stay dust free. You have to be insane. I got my degree. Let me go find me a black man. I'm going to show him. They're going to show you. You have to be insane. Picking up a dust bucket. You got to sit up here and feed them. What girl told me, she said she the only support. In time she get paid, the first thing he want to do is get some money for her, get a haircut, and hit the streets. In her car. Without her. You have to be a fool. Hey, do you? Maybe you don't love yourself enough. I'd rather be alone, honey. I ain't, no, I'm not doing it. I wish one would try to step to me. Say what? What you bring to the table? I just want him to deal with them. A black man, yes. Don't put them up in that kind of house. Off the pole. Y'all excuse the expression, and they look like some low budget ho ho ho. Oh my God. I mean, I was just shocked at the picture. It looked like some strippers that he done dragged up from the backwoods. Ooh, that Billy and Buford sure as hell been with them gals. So keep in mind when they come you with the 50-50, what you bring to the table. This right here, I thought about that. And black women sitting up here, you're going to try to build you a boo. Picking up scraps. Some of these fools can't barely talk. You saw the one time I worried about what black women doing. Can barely format a sentence. Do you read, sir? You need to, instead of worried about us, how about you order Hooked on Phonics today? But yeah, your educated lame should hang his head. I said, he got white folk. Oh, y'all, Boo and Cooter sisters up in that house. I bet they probably couldn't leave it themselves. Living up in that house for free. Off a black man's work, and he working. $5,000, just under $5,000 was what he's paying for the house note. Part of me is something, man, I should have checked and see when he got home. Hey, everything going okay? To see how it went, but I wasn't really caring at the time. But yeah, true story. I thought about that, and look what they were crying of black women, and then you sitting up here talking about your cane. Some of these men are with these sisters, honey, because they don't have nowhere else to go. Just like the black woman that got killed real quick because her husband was on Facebook and she found out that he was on the down low. And as she was getting out of the window, he shot her several times. They need you for a resource. Honey, if they had the money you had, guess what? They wouldn't give you the time of day. They wouldn't. Need you for a resource. So the point of the story is sharing this with you. People are doing what they want to do. Just like he decided he wanted to have Bambi. Child, this look like a skank Bambi. He should really, the fact that he would sleep with them, you need to have them checked. They really look skankalicious. I'm locking my door. We could be on the highway and they need a ride. It's a blizzard. I ain't stopping for nobody. I sure ain't stopping. Girl, body. Shoot. You gonna have to get on out the hell I am, because I'm not stopping. But I won't stand in front of the road. Well, honey, you finna get with this SUV, because I sure as hell ain't stopping, and we ain't playing no swerve action. Well, I turn to the side to avoid you, honey. You think you pancake ass now? You can stand in front all you want to. I'm gonna stand. You gonna stop? Try it again. Try it and see what's gonna happen. Try to see what's gonna happen. I just start recording, it's blowing the horn, blowing the horn. I'm not finna go turn out of control. I didn't want to hit her. She put herself in harm's way. But me in the truck, we okay. They seem they kind of want women that could do a stop like that. Oh, stop, stop. And then here come Bubba with his daddy shotgun. Get on out. You getting out. You've been carjacked. You know, like those guys. Skanks. But look, a black man putting them up. So you think about that when you want to come up with all these excuses of what these men not doing, what they're not treating you right. You don't have to get into an argument, to a fight. Just, girl, just move around. I wouldn't do that. I had dated this guy into my 20s, and he was late. And I let him know I don't do late. So 8 o'clock means 8 o'clock. It doesn't mean 8:10. So the next day we set for, he came late on purpose. I know he did, because we had the conversation. So we set up another day, and I looked up. It's 8 o'clock, 8:05. And I think, let's say it was 8:10 or 8:15. And I said, oh, he's trying me. He's trying my patience. So he gonna show up, and I was already ready for the day. He gonna try to see, in other words, like, I'm gonna show up late on purpose. He's trying me. So guess what I did? I was dressed. You know what I did? I turned my porch light off. I was 25 and had bought my first house. I turned my porch light off, and I became undressed. And I said, oh, yeah, I see what's going on here. So, you know what happened? Let's say he showed up around 8:10, 8:15, somewhere in there, and he rang the doorbell. And you know what I did? I left him out there. So I said, oh, he's trying me. He's going to send me a message. And guess what? So I gave him one, too. I told you 8 o'clock means 8 o'clock. I don't do late. No. You may be a traffic thing, whatever, but you just don't show up here like that. So yeah, I left him my side. So just like he's telling me, I can tell you too, back at you. My dad didn't raise no fool. See, if you let that, it's gonna be something else. So yeah, I just left to my side, and guess what? I just watched TV and stayed in that night. Why? I give a darn about me. We're not finna, like you telling me something, back at you, baby. I got something to tell you too. Why? Because I care about me. I'm not a low self-esteem queen. You better go ask somebody. So this here, make all excuses that you want. Why these men, or what they not doing, what they trying to do? Is it really? People doing what they want to do. And I thought about him. I said, look at the many black women educated. And I'm telling you, looking at him, you would never. If he hadn't showed me on that camera, I would not have believed it. That he picked up such a. Oh my God. Woo! Something must be wrong with his head. But I get it. So anyway, I want to kind of drop that with you. So think about it. Well, he trying, but he. No. How people treat you, whether they love and respect you, keep in mind, people are doing what they want to do. Simply sit on YouTube, and I'm out. I got to go run.